to show you some of our creations for the project Tandooriwala, situated in Guwahati GS Road. And here I'm going to explain you some small clips of how we have designed and what was our inspiration. The client was fantastic to work with. So starting from this is the main entry door, which we created in yellow leatherite with some button stitches, because huge door and acoustically it has to be serving for the space. If you see, all the furniture out here has the golden elements. So golden elements because we want to create luxury with bronze back painted mirrors on the ceiling. And this is a whole space that has a lot of groovings. If you see the flower groovings, patterns being created all over. This place has a lot of things that we have experimented because it has patterns. If you see, this is a grill, MS grill that has been pasted through reception table, and it's a red finished duco polish that we have done on the table just to bright and highlight it, because red has been one of the elements for the restaurant. This is the door that is the wooden glass door entry to the bar and the restaurant. Let's see what we have. So this is the basic entry that we have. So we thought to create something which has a lot of patterns in it. So if you see, this area is being highlighted in the red color itself with this moldings. And again, if you see, this is wood. The texture out here is being polished out and shown with very nice lighting and grey chairs again, which is in golden elements again. Come down, I'm going to show you. So this is the bar area. This is the most highlighted part. If you see, there is this floor that is raised 6 inches. We have a lighting below, and then this bar is basically designed with a tropical theme in it with a contemporary mix. So the grass is hanging around, just the island sort of a concept. So this is the island bar that we have created with all the gold elements on the whole bar. Some printed flooring just to highlight. This space had basically some few spaces left, so we thought of creating something in yellow again, because it has a yellow door just to match up the whole scenario. So leatherite again, finished with some piping with white. The glasses following on the walls, keeping it very simple, no painting as such on the walls, with some very nice lighting. And if you see, the tufted cane material has been used on the ceiling. So this is just a corner face just to highlight it. Coming down, we have a different section here. So this is again the dining section, and if you see, the color shades that have been used in the whole theme is grey, light peach, yellow, blue. These are some of the tones that really brightens up the mood. So just a plain wall, so we just created we created a window patterns that has a lot of mirrors just to highlight. And the most important part of the space was the ceiling. So if you zoom into the ceiling, we have a lot of asymmetric color patterns that is again following with the fabric of the furnitures. So this colored pattern ceiling is again something which I loved it, and with a lot of lightings. A small slight partition because it differentiates the area from the other area. Just in case people want to sit here for the bar area, then have a division for the people who are coming for the dinner. Coming down, we have a section that is we had a very big column out here. So just to highlight how we want to create it, we tried creating sort of a tree again in yellow, because yellow door, yellow sofa and yellow, just to pin light. And some beautiful furnitures out here with this self-contemporary tropical prints that was matching the yellow theme. So this is just a corner for people who would like to really have a view outside. I'll show you something which is outside. The most beautiful part, which I really personally liked it, is this is the balcony area. Here we are, this is an open area, and keeping it very simple. If you see the colors, it is black and white stripes, my favorite because it's so minimal. And this is something which just had a very simple style with just some wooden glossy metallic laminates on the tabletop and the wooden chairs. Simple with just a tropical feeling in the grass designs. I'll show you one very nice. Now I'll show you something for the washroom that we created. It was so fantastic and very quirky. So just entering, you have this chimpanzee, because I loved it, because it has this, some effect like very, very quirky, and this cat having two eyes acting as a mirror, and with the basins which are very clean and standalone basins, which is in black and golden in color. These are the male and the female section This we have just played with a sticker here, and if you see the washrooms inside is done with mosaic, totally with the flooring and the walls being symmetry. And there is this nail section which is again in wooden because we wanted to differentiate between a very soft and a hard character. So this is the wooden part. Here we go to the section where if people in case they want to have a party or a kitty party or a meeting can surely come in. Yes, this is the cozy room that we have. The combination is kept in a way. If you see the color of the chair is in orange and the orange ceiling with this amobia lights with it falling just right there. And if you see the finishes of the chair with this nice, figure handles, it looks very classy with a very nice view towards the road. So we have this big space again for you, so that we thought of designing, because when it comes to planning the space we have to keep in mind what clients really require. Here these were the requirements that he had. So the most I would say the Brighton part of the whole space is the bar area, because it's totally very luxury, very golden. Every furniture if you see is in the royal blue, again one of a color that we have chose, along with these gold SS frames, gold playing around. This is an island bar because we wanted the bar to have the most highlighted part. So the whole space was a very big, a rectangular shape, and the bar there in between was creating some very dramatic effect. So this was one of the thing we have. The whole space has a lot of moldings. If you see the columns, there were a lot of columns in this whole space. So we created this moldings with some very nice lighting to have a classic feeling all together again. So just grey and white, because we have a lot of other colors playing around. There if you see, this is just a, we would say a sofa that we have created for people who comes in group. So here if you see, the fabrics are the classic checkered patterns that we have used out here in brown with nice tables, and this is what we have.